Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? 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 No. Stephen Humphries has signed for Bradford City. Get on the train, get on the plane, get on board, get on the bloody ship, HMS. We are going up. What a signing it is. Bradford City, championship bound. You've heard it here first. I just can't believe it. This football club, it is a strange one, innit? Who'd want it any differently? Bradford City, a proper football club once again, and we've seen it for the last since David Sharp's come into this football club. But Stephen Humphries, what a signing! I mean, I just can't believe it. I honestly cannot imagine the fact that we have pulled off a signing like this. We've been having a great window as it is. We've been bringing in perennial winners, perennial leaders. We have been bringing in the players who we need. But Stephen Humphries is the cherry on the cake. I mean, it just takes the biscuit, doesn't it? He was a player who would have been up to the championship. He was a player who was at the top end of League One, pushing on for the championship, and newly promoted Bradford City have gone and took him off Barnsley's hands. Former big Yorkshire rivals, aren't we, really, with Barnsley? You know, they're South Yorkshire way west, but competing in that same area, in the same place in the division, if not Barnsley, that they are looking at getting out of this division. We're looking at cementing our place in this division. This has us up this stakes dramatically. Barnsley now mid-table fodder, if not relegation fodder. Have we just swapped places? Are we now the team who are looking to get out of this division and acting like a proper football club? Jack Shepherd, could he be lured? I'm getting ahead of myself, but this is massive. Stephen Rupp has promised investment. We've chucked money at this, apparently. MK Dons were after him. Many clubs in League One were also after him. I think Wickham, Mansfield, there were a number of clubs, but Bradford City have stolen him off the hands of everyone else, and I can't honestly believe it, because he is a top player for League One level. Now, there's some doubts about the fact that he didn't perform for 3/4 of the season. That's what I'm always seeing, but I don't see it myself. He was playing slightly out of position, and Barnsley were having a shocking season, but he still put up some great numbers. But it's the type of player that he is, and he's just what we needed in that front line. You know, you're looking at the front area of the pitch, and you're thinking, even your Bobby Poyntons, not blessed with pace. Well, Stephen Humphries is. He is a quick player, and my God, didn't we need that? Didn't we need someone who can stretch in behind the back line, someone who can put pressure on from the pressing from the front, and he can do that as well. He ticks all the forward boxes. 6'2", he's got a bit of height, he's got the versatility, he can play as a striker, and I think he'll probably play in the 10 position behind a striker. But we've got the option to play him as a striker, which is absolutely massive for us. Got 5 goals in the last 5 games. That's where Barnsley are really excited of what could be for the following season with him in that front three, with Kelly Dunn and a bit more recruitment to that, of what their team could look like. But Stephen Humphries is now a Bantam, and I couldn't be any more happier. He's a player with flair, wants to take players on. He's a real good finisher in the box as well. Like I say, loves to come off that left-hand side. I think that will be his position with Bradford City. But like I say, I just can't believe that we've pulled off a signing like this. It's just not what we do. But yeah, everyone else in League One, they've got to stand up now. They've got to stand up and look at Bradford City and think, we've got to start matching them, because they are going to take our place as a challenger for the playoffs, maybe top 2. I think we're in that category now. With the signings we're making, and we're not done. We're challenging. We're here to compete. Stefan and Vine said we're definitely not coming back. David Sharp, they've all said it, and we think, we've heard it before, we're seeing it. This is the evidence. This is all the evidence. And look, it's there in the front of the table, and I seriously think that there's big things happening this season again. I've said it before, Bradford City is a momentum football club. All it takes is one good season, and then you're rolling into another, and then you've found yourself having 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successful seasons at the football club. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. Players want to be a part of this, and they don't want to go to an MK Dons. Some will, for the money, and we don't need those type of players. If they want to come to this football club, then we'll see it. And that is exactly what we're seeing with Stephen Humphries. He wants to play for Bradford City. He doesn't want to go. I mean, we've thrown money at him, but he'd have gone to MK Dons if not, and obviously the level. But there would have been big clubs at this level who wanted him. He wants to be part of something, and I fully believe that we're not going to rush in on anyone who isn't the right character. He's definitely got that, and all you have to do is look at what the opposition fans are saying. They are distraught that he has left their football club, and that he probably, technically, looking at tables and where Barnsley have been, because I've been thinking we can't really compare ourselves first season with Barnsley's and Huddersfield's and Blackpool's and maybe even your Lincoln's, because they've been perennial teams in League One. They've been in the Championship 2, 3, 4 seasons in the last few. Some have been in the Premier League since we have as well, and these are well-established football clubs with a lot more money than we do. But we're bringing in these players, and you've got to stand and be counted now. But Stephen Humphries, he is exactly the player we needed in that forward line. He gives us all we wanted and suits our system. And look, he's going to be a player who entertains you and me. Amongst all players in League One last season who started over 25 games, Stephen Humphries ranked second for shots on target, second for shots, and third for most successful dribbles. And that's certainly what I'm seeing when I watch him. He wants to take players on from the small bits that I've seen of Stephen Humphries. I've seen a few of his highlights reels as well. Great power in his shots, great strength in his overall body build. He's got the overall presence that you want, but certainly his best area is coming off that left side. So who's you look at those 10s and you do think, well, did we really need someone this good? Well, you do if you want to compete and challenge. If you want to just stay up and stay 20th or come mid-table, then you can keep Sarcevic, Patterson and Point and bring in someone a bit maybe younger, or someone who's going to compete with them, not outplace them and overplace them. But no, we've gone and brought in one of the best players in this division in that area, and that is what the difference is. And look, I think he'll be on the left side. I think Poynton will be competing with him, Sarcevic on the right, or it could be Humphries on the right. And then you look at that other position. Lapsley fantastic for us at the end of the season. Patterson, I think he'll be deeper. He plays much better deeper, and maybe bringing someone to compete with him, or maybe Tommy Lee can do that. But I think we're probably done in that position. I do think we need another striker. I think the fact that we brought in a player like Humphries who can definitely play in that role, not to the best level of his ability, but he can play there. That means that he's the third choice striker. Cook will come in and be will be the first choice when he comes back. But obviously, looking at the current situation, he sort of goes in at second, depending on who the first choice is. Who we need to go and recruit that now for the time when he's not here, because that's a big place. But he's a big man to fill the shoes of. But like I say, going back to it, Stephen Humphries, wow. I just think you've got to celebrate and really appreciate what this man is going to do for this football club. He's going to terrorise defences. He's going to get you off the seat, and he's going to. I just love this football club. I honestly love this football club. I was looking at the comments to the sort of sneak peek teaser that they put out of someone watching back to that Sarcevic goal, and I thought that's Kevin Kelly. Everyone's saying we're not a banter club anymore. I thought, no, we still are. This is Kevin Kelly, but no, this is Stephen Humphries, and he's gonna shake this league up. He's gonna rattle them. He's just gonna mix it and grind it away, and he's gonna be phenomenal. What a talent! What a player we've got! What a pull! Bradford City. This is why I love this football club. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, and this is good. This is better than good. This is just unbelievable. This is just great. It's made my bloody month. Honestly, what a bit of business. We got told there'd be one more signing before pre-season. We got two. Maybe there's another room for a few more, but I think it's probably going to be a bit more quieter now in the signings business, because it's a bit like waiting for a bus. You spend so long waiting for one, but two come along at once, and that's what's happened today. Two bloody signings in one day, two top tier signings. We've signed a player who came third and were one of the best left backs in League One, and now we've gone and signed one of the best wingers in League One from the last couple of seasons in Stephen Humphries. What can I expect from him? I think double figures. I think that would be something that he'd be targeting this season as well. Been knocking on the door of getting double figures in goals, 9 goals in the last 2 seasons, I believe. And I'd expect him to break that duck and get into the 10 goals mark as well, and maybe chip in with a few assists. But not just that, he's got the talent. You know, like I say, he will entertain you, and I cannot wait for this season now, because this is what I've been wanting. Bradford City to be a proper football club, playing against proper football teams, competing against them, and nicking the players. And what a season we're in store for. We are going to get in the top. This is the turning point for me. This is top 6 stuff now. We're competing for it. Expectations have been raised and standards have been set. We've been bringing in statements after statements, but this takes the absolute Michael, and it takes the Stephen out of the Stefan. And Stefan, my hair comes out to you. What a man you are. I hope you enjoy your your schnitzels. Enjoy your schnitzels, and everyone else to you out there. Have a great weekend. And Stephen Humphries, keep topping up your tan, Mr. Humphries, because look, I'm sure that that you are the equivalent to Luke Humphries in the footballing world. But like the video if you did, subscribe if you're new, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Not the best, most detailed video, it never is with me, but it was more a video of jubilance, excitement, and anticipation for what is a great footballer signed for a great football club. Have a good one.